Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos, make sure you stay in one piece. Peace, peace, peace.
We had a local grocery store in our small town. It was called 24/7 because the store was open 24 hours. It's basically a place where people can get their essential needs like groceries and cleaning items, stuff that's essential. They have a position that I applied for. It was called an overnight stalker. It paid really well, paid about $28 an hour. And that was decent pay to me. I applied for the position and I got an interview, and I immediately got hired on the spot. I was really happy about this because I really need the money. I was about to be kicked out of my apartment. The first few days on the job was great. I worked it from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and I loved what I do. There was an overnight cashier, and she was wonderful as well. She showed me around and she showed me how to do some things, and she told me that if I need anything, just ask for her. Like I said, everything was going great until after a month I'd been there was a customer, a man, a very creepy man that ruined that experience for me. I also want to clarify that I'm a woman. My name is Gracie, and this is what happened that ruined that experience for me. It was, like I had said earlier, a month into me working there. I remember I was stocking produce, and as I was doing that, that's when I saw a male customer come in. Now, as I was stocking, this man came up to me and started to ask me a question. "Excuse me, miss, do you know where you keep the chemicals at?" The man chuckled while asking me. When I looked at the man, I could tell that he was very unkempt. He was dirty from head to toe. He had dirt in his nails. He had matted hair, and there was a very foul stench coming from him. I told him where the chemicals were at, and he walked off, and I finished doing what I was doing. A few moments later, I felt eyes staring at me. I turned, and I saw that man again. He was just watching me. I also looked closer at him, and I saw him licking his lips like I was some tasty snack. It really made my stomach turn the way he was acting. And then he did something even more gross that made me want to throw up. He grabbed his middle finger and his index fingers, and he put them on each side of his mouth, and then he stuck out his tongue like he was licking something. I think you get the picture of what I'm trying to say he was doing. Annoyed and pissed off, I asked him, "Sir, is there something else I can help you with?" I said in a sharp tone, but the man didn't reply to me. Instead, he ran. He ran all the way to the front exit. He didn't have anything in his hands. He just walked out. After he walked out, I went towards the cash register where the cashier was a male, and I told him about what happened. He looked concerned, but he reassured me that everything would be alright. He saw the man walked out, but he'll be keeping an eye on him. That kinda gave me some comfort knowing that if the man does come in, that my coworker will keep an eye on him and make sure that he doesn't bother me. An hour later, I clocked out for lunch. While I was eating, I noticed something. We had a second cashier. Her name was Melissa, and she was supposed to be in by now, but I haven't seen her. I haven't even seen her lunchbox in the refrigerator. I decided to step out of the break room and go towards the register, but when I got there, I didn't see my male coworker there at all. The register was empty. I called out for him, but I didn't get no answers. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find him. I grabbed my phone out and I called for him, but his phone just kept ringing and ringing. Finally, I heard something buzzing. I looked, and it was his phone that was sitting next to the register. That was not like him. He always takes his phone everywhere he goes. I got a little concerned, wondering what happened to him. I turned around. As I was about to go back into the break room, I saw something that will forever give me nightmares. It was that creepy male customer. And what I saw him had in his hands made me scream. He had a very large knife, and it had blood all over it. Not only was there blood on the knife, but there was blood all over him as well. When I mean that he was covered with blood, I mean he was drenched from head to toe with blood. What's wrong, Gracie? You seem so scared. You don't have to worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. I love you too much. I only had to kill the people that was in the way, trying to stop me and you from being together. That male coworker of yours was a nuisance. I had to teach him a very valuable lesson, including that female coworker of yours. I hate I had to kill her too. She was really beautiful, but not as beautiful as you, sweetheart. I looked at the man, and I began to roll my eyes. And then I looked back at him, and I smiled, and I told him, I don't have time for your cheap compliments, and we could stop acting now. They're dead. And I dislocated the camera so no one picks up what happened here. These people got what they deserve, both him and her. After we got done talking, I helped the man drag my coworkers' bodies inside the trunk, and we took them far off in an isolated area where we dumped their bodies and buried it in a hole. I'm not a worker at some retail store, and the man who killed those people, he's not a stranger. I know who he is. He's my husband. See, me and my husband own and run a drug trafficking company, and these two people stole from our employees. They had to pay for what they done. They stole from us. They stole a large amount of drugs that could have hurted our business, and they had to pay with their lives. Luckily, the store was a great place for them to pay. Not only did we kill them, but we stole from that store. And don't worry, we're not concerned about the owner of the place, because the owner is the next person to be taken care of. He owes us money, big time, and we're going to go to his place to collect.